No, I think we should just show it.
All right. Well, then, without further ado, introducing Smite 2 Joust.
What's going on, everyone? And by that reveal video, we are finally here. Joust is coming to Smite 2. And by the time you're watching this video, Joust will already be playable on the PTS, and I'll most likely be streaming it on both platforms. So come on over, watch me on Twitch and YouTube. However, Joust won't be fully available until early January when the full update goes live. And once the full patch notes goes live for this, I'll make sure to go over all the specific information within that update. But without further ado, let's quickly get into all the main things coming to Joust in Smite 2. Now, starting off with the map, we are indeed coming back to the Season 3 map, as this was the most popular map out of all three of them. And they're using the same map for Duel as well. So generally speaking, all of the basic Joust map features will be returning. Now, with that being said, there are new individual features coming to Joust in Smite 2. The first one that comes up is the new teleport feature coming to the map between Red Buff and the Bull Demon. And now this has huge gameplay implications, seeing as it transports you almost across the map. So that'll be a fun mechanic to play around with, as it'll definitely shake up how people play. And on the topic of the Bull Demon King, it is now being reskinned and named the Lost Knight, which is essentially the same thing as the Bull Demon King, again just being reskinned and renamed, as it still gives you that 20% pen and 0.8% max health and mana every second. And of course, it still disables the current tower up, whether it's the T1 tower or the Phoenix. Also, it does spawn in at 3 minutes into the game and has a 3-minute respawn timer whenever it's killed. And you can see it on screen with the purple little effects showcasing which tower is being disabled. And this is a cool little addition to the map and to the Lost Knight objective, as I do know that people have had issues with figuring out which tower is being disabled at the current moment. Additionally, they're adding a new patch of stealth grass in between the wall where the lane minions spawn and the purple buff, which has a huge amount of new gameplay and potential when traversing the map. It's almost like a Marty 3 that's there all game, so I expect a lot more of team fights having in that area or engagement from there. Now moving on, you're going to be starting out at level 3 with 1250 gold, which is actually 250 gold less than before in Smite 1, and there will be a 7 gold spooling per second, which is exactly the same in Smite 1. One thing to note that will be coming to Joust, and that has been a feature in Smite 2, is that you're able to stack buffs now, which has huge implications if you ever wanted to triple stack buffs onto someone. Other than that, it can be a troll if someone wanted to BM. Finally, Hi-Rez talked about the current and future for ranked in relation to Duel and Joust. So currently there is no ranked for Joust and Duel. Duel will however be getting a couple bans, while Joust will not. Now unfortunately, they do not have plans to bring ranked Joust to Smite 2, which is a real bummer to all the ranked gamers who enjoyed that, but their explanation to the whole process is that ranked Joust and Duel were a pretty small subsection of the Smite community, and they don't want to split them up into having a Joust mode and a ranked Joust mode back in Smite 1. They are, however, planning to have a leaderboard added to Duel and Joust in the near future, showcasing from an external platform where you're ranked within the population of Joust and Duel. However, with that all being said, Titan Ajax has a potential idea that he'd like to implement in the far future involving ranked Jousts and Duel to sort of appease both communities.
We just want to have one Joust queue so everyone's in the same place.
Right, yeah.
But we would, like Alex said, we can look into something like a leaderboard on Tracker that can be hosted outside the game. And like, I'm getting way ahead of myself here, but you know, in the spirit of Titan Talk, I really like the idea of some sort of like singular queue, but has some sort of promotion phase. Like if you play enough Joust or enough Duel, you hit a certain hidden MMR or hidden number of games, then you have the opportunity to like opt into a ranking system.
Right.
And it's always one queue, it's always one button, it's a one pool of players, And you could be playing against an opponent that doesn't care their rank. Yeah, maybe they're good enough to play against Sam and Rexy, but they don't care to be a ranked player, but they can still play.
Yes.
Right? And then they don't have to worry about their name on the leaderboard or what their win rate is, but just play the game.
Right.
So I still really like the idea of doing that type of thing for Joust to Duel, but that's probably like a long way off. The tracker style leaderboard in them instead is probably the most realistic, immediate thing we would do.
So basically what he said is that you'll have an opt-in system after a certain amount of games that'll allow you to have your own visible skill rating shown to you in relation to all the competition within that game mode. So you'll still be in one single queue, whether in Joust or Duel, but you'll have an option to opt into your personal skill rating. So this would be a good attempt to moderate 2 player bases while keeping one mode, which is still just an idea. So we'll have to wait and see what the future holds for some variant of Ranked Joust and Duel. But for the time being, leaderboards I think are a great addition to Joust that is finally coming to Smite 2. But that's basically everything they shared for Joust and Smite 2 as of right now. Once they release the patch notes for Joust Smite 2, I'll definitely make sure to go over that, so watch out for that video. But what do you guys think of Joust coming to Smite 2? Let me know in the comment section down below. Finally, we have memberships open for either 99 cents a month or tier 2 for $2.99 a month if you choose to join. And of course, this isn't necessary, but much appreciated. Discord and Twitch in the description down below. But that's everything that I have for you. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching.